somebody who has been praying for years for things to turn around, and they're asking God, they're questioning God. Where is it? What, when, where? Send me a sign, send me a burning bush, send me something to confirm that my hopes and my dreams and things that I want to accomplish are going to actually happen. You're thinking about quitting, you're thinking about giving up. You're allowing this family curse that have gotten in the way of what your mama, your daddy, your cousins, and everybody in your family have not been able to accomplish. You are folding, you are caving in. This is for you. Don't give up. Stay in it. Stay focused. Even in my lows, God never gave up on me. So I cannot say that God was not present during my rough season. Everybody wants to focus on seasons tied into positivity. Everybody's focused on the good. And when they're going through the bad season, they want to act as if that season doesn't matter. See, your greatest moments of character development, your greatest moments of compartmentalizing feelings and emotions and traumas, your greatest season of life-changing realizations. You love me while I'm winning, but as soon as shit hits the fan, you disappear and leave me for dead.
If you look at a situation emotionally that's frustrating and you're not where you want to be, you can oftentimes talk yourself out of it by saying, this is never going to work, blah, 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 and give yourself all the negative ammunition you need to shut it down. And that comes from a place of emotion, not logic. And so when you're frustrated and you're in business and things aren't working out and they're not going the way that you want them to go, and you legitimately can't see it working when you are not emotional, that's when it's time to change course. But the reason most people fuck up is because they do that too soon when they're highly charged emotionally. So they get emotional, they get excited, frustrated, scared, whatever it is, panicked, and then they can change, right? Yeah. And then every time they do that, they change it. And what happens is they never give themselves the time to allow the plan to actually materialize, and that costs them the plan. So basically, you know, they end up going from thing to thing to thing over and over and over, and nothing works, and then they get bitter. Look, dude, there's only two reasons that you aren't getting where you want to be. One, you're working the wrong plan, or two, you haven't been working the right plan long enough. All right, so you have to know when to make that decision because it's a very crucial one. So my suggestion on that situation is take all the emotion off the table. All right, are you just frustrated? Like, dude, you know better than anyone. 3 days a week, I want to quit. The things that we have to understand is like, are we just frustrated and then we're changing? Or is there a real logical reason to change the plan down the road? That's how I would recommend someone making that decision. But the point is that you have to evaluate, readjust, and then execute. And that can only be done when you're unemotional. Otherwise, you're going to fuck yourself.
I look for resiliency, and a notch above that is the talent, is the skill of not quitting as the number one thing that I look for. And many of you right now listening to this possess the number one skill necessary to win and don't give yourself any credit for it, which means it's not helping build your confidence. It's not going to the bank of crediting for your identity. And so although you possess this incredible ability that so many people in the world don't have and don't possess, you have it and you don't value it. You don't prize it. You don't give yourself credit for having it. It ought to be where you draw the majority of your confidence from. The ability to say, I don't quit, I'm resilient. I own the number one skill, the number one talent required to eventually win. I already have. I can't quit. You'd have to kill me to get me out of chasing my dream, right? Because it has everything to do with winning. All have different talents, skills, and abilities. What's the one they all have? The ability to stay present, the ability to stay in the fight, to have not quit. You think, well, that's not a big deal. Really? Because as I've been talking, millions of people made the decision to quit on their dream, just as I've been talking to you. The rest of the day, millions more will. Tomorrow, millions more. Every day, literally millions of people quit on one of their dreams, their dream relationship, their dream business, their dream body. So quitting has become the number one habit in the world by people that end up losing. And I'm telling you, it happens every day, every second, everywhere. Just the fact that while I've been speaking, you're still after your dream, you're ahead of them. You don't give yourself enough credit, because eventually what I found, it looks like winning's this huge competition. But every day, every week, every year, every decade as time goes by, you're gonna find that you're competing with a smaller and smaller and smaller group of people for your dream, because so many of them will just quit. And by the way, many of them that quit will possess talents, maybe even gifts you don't have. Their incredible ability with people, their incredible strength, their incredible brain, and they'll quit with all this giftedness, but you got the talent. You have to learn to distinguish between something that is a talent and a gift. You can develop skills, you can develop talents. Gifts are something you're born with, but the people that I see that win long term are the ones who develop the talents and skills required to win.
The purpose in this life is to fail. But it's not just to fail. It's to fail and overcome the obstacle that made you fall. That means get back up. Right now. If you're down in a rut, if you're hurting, if you've been betrayed, if you've been fired, if you failed a test, if your marriage ended in a divorce, if you lost a child or a loved one, now is the time for you to get back up on your feet and go fight life again. This world isn't going to cater to you. So you must give all you have in order for you to live a happy life. Yes, we have those ups and downs. But in the end, your success, your happiness, your greatness comes from within. You are the only person that can encourage you to get back up. Look in the mirror right now and tell yourself, I will fight through this. I will make it, and I won't give up. Life, you thought you had me down. But this is the moment I change my mind. I won't let anything keep me down. Every day, you have another opportunity to be and do what you were meant to do on this earth. This decision you're making right now will determine your outcome of your tomorrow. We don't have control over yesterday, but this decision that you're making right now will push you, will purge you, will drive you to have that fire down inside. If you're a father, go and love your children. If you're a teacher, go and teach your class. If you're a coach, coach your team to a championship. If you're a fighter, get back up and keep fighting. Because you are the only one that can fight this battle. I'm not saying the battle's going to be easy. I'm not saying every day you're going to wake up wanting to fight. But you just got to push through those hard times in order to make it to the good times. Your hurt, your pain will drive you to maintain a successful life. And that's what this life is about. Pushing to the next moment to fulfill the greatness inside of you.
you.